Why are you hiring? Does it make any difference to how you hire? In this video, I show you exactly why understanding the reasons for hiring, the why, is critical to better recruitment and staff retention in your business. My name is Konstantin Slivovsky, and with nearly 20 years in recruitment and employment consultancy, I share my insights into how you can hire better. If you're a business founder, hiring manager, or just want to learn about recruitment, consider subscribing to this channel for regular hiring tips and insights. Now let's get started. Why you are hiring is a critical question to ask. It is in fact a starting point for any hiring process. Unless you understand your reasons for hiring, you cannot address the issues, overcome the obstacles, or engage candidates. Without understanding the why, you cannot begin to define the job and have clarity on who you are actually looking for. And if you don't know who you are looking for, how on earth can you find them? So why are you hiring? I ask this question a lot, and I get some very surprised looks when I do. In the minds of many hiring managers and recruiters, it actually makes little difference to finding the right candidate. I mean, you're hiring. There is a vacancy that needs to be filled. The business needs the person. Why do you even care about why we are hiring? Just fill the damn job. Well, not so fast, my friend. There are three common reasons for needing to recruit. And depending on your situation and the reason you have for making a hire, your approach to hiring should be different. Your candidate engagement adjusted, and your recruitment process should reflect this. But what do you mean exactly, Konstantin? Well, let me break it down for you like this. If you are hiring to replace someone who left the job, you need to understand why the person left. Was there a dispute with the manager? Did someone make them a better financial offer? Did they hit a glass ceiling in your business and left because they saw no room for growth and promotion? Did they feel discriminated against? Understanding these motivators for their leaving the business will enable you to identify the issues in the job, manage expectations, and define the position within your organization better. You will also be able to reflect on your compensation levels in regards to the market and position the role better for potential candidates. It may also lead to a review of your management structure or reveal that you need leadership training within the organization. If someone leaves your business, it is for a reason. You should do everything to get to the bottom of that reason and use the information to improve your recruitment practices as well as business. Likewise, if you are hiring because you had to let someone go, there's clear evidence that you made a hiring mistake. Do you know what that mistake was? Usually when I ask this, I'm told, well, it wasn't a right fit, or the person did not deliver what we needed them to. Well, that's a great answer, but when you hired them, you thought they were the right fit and would deliver what you needed them to. So what's changed? How should you adjust your process, your expectations, and interviews to better test for what the business needs? Was the role originally defined correctly, or did you miss something like a key skill? Or maybe your culture interview is just not up to the job. Before you begin hiring again, take the time to do a retrospective. Go back to the hiring process. Review your notes. Discuss with the other interviewers. Reconsider the steps and the interviewer line up. Unless you do this, you will be simply setting yourself up for making the same mistake again. If you are hiring for a new role because you are growing as a business, this is great. It is, however, also super easy to get very excited about this and fall into several hiring traps that can derail the entire hiring process. It is actually very common to jump to hiring before looking at your existing organization to see if anyone already in the business would be interested in taking on the new role. It is something I've seen numerous times where people are overlooked for promotion or an opportunity to develop in a new direction, and the company ends up making a hire that results in someone leaving because they were sidestepped. When hiring for growth, it is also commonplace to define the job too broadly. Aside from leading to the obvious frustration with not being able to find the perfect fit candidate, this can also lead to sucking up countless hours on interviews with candidates where you will be using those discussions to actually define the job you are hiring for. This is where hiring becomes about luck rather than clarity and precision. It is also where bad hires are made because you don't actually know what you need and what that person looks like, and thus you cannot communicate it clearly. Lastly, if you are hiring because of having promoted someone in the business and you need to fill their current role, this is great. It does, of course, create a great story for candidate engagement, but it is also important to look if you can promote from within the existing organization. It is important to consider the skills of the person you are promoting, how the role has developed since they were hired into it, and instead of dusting off that original job description, use the opportunity to redefine the job based on how it has evolved. This is how you grow skills within the business and support growth internally amongst your staff. So, why are you hiring? It's a critical question to ask, and it is in fact the starting point for any hiring process. So, understand your reasons for hiring and address them, overcome the obstacles, and engage candidates better once you do. If this was insightful, hit like and also subscribe to the channel. Do also check out the School of Hiring podcast on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. You can find the links below. Thanks for listening and see you next time.